Alright, what's good, YouTube? Today we are back with episode 4 of Solo to Champion. Now, first things first, let me know what you guys think of the new thumbnail style that I'll be going with for like the future of the series. I'm not sure if you guys are too big into that or if you guys even care, but I just want to go off more of like a educational vibe. So, just let me know. But we are into game number 1 of the day. I'm going to go ahead and try to ban Ace. Hopefully, I mean, I'd rather ban Dokeby than Fuse, but I'd rather ban Ace than either. Dokeby it is. Alright, so we do some plats in this lobby. So I'm not sure if that's just because, we're later in the season than we were, or if because the lobbies are finally starting to get harder, but okay, I guess we got a split decision. Looks like CC's going to win, so I'm just going to go ahead and pick CC and run the castle. Try to set up my class as fast as I possibly can. Alright, as long as we have the super shorty and good UMP class, we're fine. Not the ideal setup for cache and CCTV by any means, but can only control so much. Two brow is good for the site. A lot of teams are running Maverick now. I'm not too sure if we're going to see... Well, that's not the wall you want to... Alright, so... Not a great start. Turn to reinforcements. Let's see. Is Storm just disappear? Or is that it? Alright. I actually gotta get back upstairs. What am I doing? That guy threw me off with this. Whatever this is. So, for the castle strat, a lot of teams run this castle strat. It's for lounge. I'm gonna place my BP right here. Gotta break this stuff. Go ahead, place it up. Look straight at the breach. It's most likely no one's going to shoot it. They're just going to clear it with util. Hopefully I don't die while placing my castles, because there's a good chance that I do since of how late I'm placing them. But you want to castle off these 3 doors. Alright, we're good. I was like holding my breath as if that was going to help me. I do like to shotgun out this hatch. It makes it harder to swing. Okay, I did get it. All still closed. Hopefully no one snuck into cache. Sorry, construction. I'm not sure what we reinforced. We did not reinforce this middle wall. Did reinforce... Oh, we didn't reinforce garage at all. Do we hear a guy proning? Looks like he's on the... Okay, well... Also sounds like they are starting to walk through construction, or at least master. I like to go ahead and make holes on this wall as well that go up the staircase so you can contest it from here. You just got to be wary. You can also contest anyone breaking down this main door or breaking the castles from this little lower ledge. Not sure where Vigil died at. Sounds like there's a guy potentially in rafters. Yeah, he's all the way up. I'm gonna shoot him and then try to get back to site so I can actually contest him. And this guy was just in sight. Yeah. I'm gonna get wallbang there because that reinforcement is not placed down, unfortunately. I don't think it would have mattered too much. Yeah. So, unfortunate round. Just really poor site setup. I think this guy's just grabbing brick armor. It is winnable though. Breach is closed, so they can't sit on that rappel out there, which is really strong. He gets down from the window, unfortunately. Alright, so this time I'm going to fully focus on the site setup because that's probably, like I mentioned it before, the worst way to die is by setting up site mid-round. And that last round I did like start castling late, so that I can definitely say that was on me. The mute started off by reinforcing the wrong wall, and then kind of nothing happened from there. I don't really think reinforcing the lower garage walls matters too much in this rank because nobody's going to push through there. However, I think they really won that round just by walking up. Yeah, okay. Vigil's going to get a kill, so hopefully that stalls him out a little bit. Give me time to reinforce this. So, sneak barbed wire. Always want to put your barbed wire at the bottom of the staircase. I know it's not a good example, but I don't want to die to a wall bang through the window. I gotta start placing my Thunderbirds. Place one here. Doesn't really matter too much where you put them now because Thunderbirds do not heal the enemies unless they get hacked by a Bravo drone, which is, I think, a good buff. Fortunately, nobody set up sight. I think my teammate, or I think the enemy just hot dropped off that. Could be wrong.
Yo, Post, look back up. Right there.
Alright, so an enemy just dropped Logi. I'm gonna shoot this pipe. Just for a distraction while I try to get out and around. Destroy my barbed wire on the staircase, I believe. Now right here, I just gotta be careful from the highway window, but I don't think anyone's there. Hopefully not. I'm gonna just wait here for them to either walk through Logi or up the main staircase. It's actually in sight. Plant's starting to go down. There's the planter.
1 op 4 remaining.
Alright, so it sounds like the last guy is over by the cache side of the map. I'm just gonna go ahead and hold this angle. So if he ends up wrapping around my teammate, I'll get a free pick. Teammate drops. Only have 12 bullets. Believe he got on cams? Yeah. So he drones me. I'm going to go ahead and reposition because I don't want to get pre-fired off that. I'm just going to back up. And he hits a Capcan. Alright, so we brought that round back. Did not have any feet holes there, unfortunately. But much better than the last round. I actually had some impact. I had to reinforce. I think every single wall that went down was my reinforcement. I could be wrong. But, yeah. I guess it's going to be a full site setup type of game. Attack might be good, you know, if my teammates are just rushing site, because it seems like if they're not setting up site and they're just spawn peeking across the map, these are going to be the type of guys to run in and take map space, so hopefully they just live. But we're going to go basement. I really hope we didn't ban Ram to go up top. Alright, we're good. So I like to run Malusi on this site. Cade is banned, unfortunately, but I'm going to be impact tricking the kitchen hatch. So if you don't know how to impact trick the kitchen hatch, I'm going to be showing you this round, and I heavily suggest that you learn it, because it is... Hopefully I don't pop the hatch there. I'm going to make this a vault rotate. Teammate's getting dirt, which is awesome. I'm going to go ahead and sneak a Malusi in here. If he lets me. You gotta... Alright, there you go. The wall is uneven, so you gotta find the perfect spot. Teammates are getting hatches. Okay, okay. Things are looking up after last round. One thing I like to do for blue is not always gonna have a blue player or a gen player. So I like to sneak my Malusis kind of far up. Sorry, let me put it here. I put it here so there's a chance they don't see it. I put it too high, but like, see, if you're walking up, you might just see the light. You gotta swing all the way to shoot it, and from there you can just get killed. I don't like to put it near the pipe because that can just get shot. Do have to set up the sight here. In terms of sight, there's a friendly fire for the other team. So I guess one of them should be downed or 20 HP. Set up the feet holes, rotate. Alright, so I guess I'm just going to be giving sight setup tutorials, so... Oh, jeez. Now, I don't want to be getting killed while doing this. But it sounds like he's... Sounds like a Blackbeard's already up. Yeah, definitely a Blackbeard. I like to open this whole entire wall to a rotate. I'm going to rotate around as fast as I can to try and contest the feet holes. Sounds like he might be in sight. Okay. So I was able to... I think I got him. Oh, they hacked all my Malusis. I think what happened there was I shot the millisecond he started to ADS, so it looked like I shot him through the shield. Now their team is fully in sight. Alright, well. I'm gonna try and wait for my doc to flank. He gets a pick. I missed my shots on Osa there. It's unfortunate. Hopefully one guy is still... Alright, well... What do with that Brava is? Or... Actually, no, never mind. Brava's... Does not look like we're winning this round. Yeah, so... That one... My whole entire team was in no man's land, so they just kind of hit site direct. They hacked the Malusis and just walked straight through. But, however, if I just would have hit my shots on the Osa, I don't know if it was Osa or Bravo, I don't remember. But I impacted the Osa shield, pre-fired. Should have had a free headshot kill on whoever was on that doorway. But unfortunately I missed, and that just leaves my teammates up to retake site, and I don't really think they're... If I'm being honest, I don't have the trust in them to do that. But yeah, I was able to kill Blackbeard all but through his shield. And I like to run Zofia if they do go to gym bed, which it does sound like that at the moment. Reason for this is because I'm not sure. I don't think these guys will be doing it. But in the higher ranked lobbies, a lot of teams will expand all the way out to the red staircase to contest this breach right here. And because it's a warden up top, he cannot use his glasses to protect himself from a Zofia stun. So regardless of what player they have up there, as long as they do not have any ADSs or magnets from Omai, you can go ahead and shoot your 2 stuns up the staircase, walk up. They can't hear, they can't really see, so it makes that a lot easier. Yeah. So somebody seems to be spawn peeking garage because I did not shoot the cam. Would not want to get picked off of that, so I'll try to help my teammates out. Gets picked off of it anyways, even though he was aware of it. Unfortunate first pick. Seems to still be a guy on the rotate. There he is. So right there, just got to utilize pre-firing. I mean, that guy... Never get a kill off a spawn peek like that and then stay there for that long. I mean, he's just waiting to get traded out. He could have got traded out from roof as well. But shout out to my teammate for pinging it to let me know he was still there. I did hear him, but... Alright, so there's a warden. However, there's no actual expansion. They just reinforced the single wall. Now, I'm going to go ahead and use my hard breaches. I do have a Habana. I'm going to open this wall just to kind of, you know, add some pressure. I'm going to get the hatch open. I believe they have this wall open. They do. He drops and gets picked. I don't know if he died to the mute or the warden. It sounded like an SMG-12. Teammate's walking up rafters, so I'm going to look to pinch with him here on the breach that I made. Now I want to catch my drone up. Hopefully it doesn't hop in. Did hop in. Alright. Well then in that case, I'm just going to go because I know he cannot be rotating to red. I'm still going to clear it though. And Bandit is actually crouch walking up. I think they have the read on this guy. I can hear him above already. Cam saw him. Yeah, now he's down to about 10 HP. So yeah, so far, I mean, it's just... Everybody's just kind of being, you know, useless. Everybody's dying so quick, and if they're not dying quick, they're only staying alive because they're having 0 engagements. They're having no impact on the map. So that's something, you know, at the end of the day, like if you're going to roam, like roaming, you can roam, feel free. But if you're going to roam, make sure you're actively doing something. Like if you're sitting across the map, waiting for them to walk past you and flank, if they're not there in the first minute, chances are they're not going to be 5 minutes later. So you kind of just gotta realize in real time that you do not need to be there anymore, and you need to start getting back to site, which my teammates are not aware of until they actually get the plant down, and then they slow walk back. So by the time they get to site, they only have about half the plant timer, and you need roughly a quarter of it left to get the defuse off. So hopefully things turn around here. Might be going against people that are smurfing while my teammates are actually, you know, in this rank, which it is what it is. I mean, technically I'm smurfing, so I'm not going to complain. That's just kind of how these games go sometimes. You know, unfortunately, nothing too exciting in this game so far. I've just been stuck setting up site. I think I'm going to try and go for something aggressive here. Try and, you know, make a play. I'm going to go Twitch. I believe they're going to... Actually, I'm going to go ahead and switch to the Flores because I think they're going to run Malusi pretty heavily. You know, with the Brava ban. That kind of gives it away. So I'm going to try and make sure maybe I go Blackbeard and I just push Oil Pit, use my grenades to clear everything, and then just kind of try to bully people. But we'll have to see. I believe they're going to go basement. They could go CCTV, and I could be completely wrong. So we'll go ahead and use our drone, try to find the site, and get it out alive. Not always a guarantee. See if I can hear anything. I did just hear something. I wasn't sure what cam it was on. It would be nice to see if any other drone was moving. I think they are CCTV. Yeah. Alright, CCTV. We have a guy for breach. We have a Cali. That might help for breach. That being said, I'm going to try and go Dokkaebi and push from over on this side of the map because my spawn's already here. So I'm going to just try my best to maybe go through gym window. I cannot get the wall open, unfortunately. That's off while that is. Do not want to get shot by my teammate. He's aware of that, so he does stop and wait for me to shoot. Sorry, I don't want to shoot my teammate. Get shot by him. I believe that's him shooting the barricade open. I'm going to go ahead and rappel up. I'm going to switch sides here. I do not want to get peeked from that window by a DMR. Because if you rappel up there, some people peeked out window and they look at this spawn, but I mean, that's like once in a blue moon. I don't think that's something to be worried about. We give up another first pick, unfortunately. Not sure if that hole was made by a teammate or an enemy. I'm gonna shoot at it though, just to let them know that we are keeping an eye on that. This wall is reinforced. Teammate's gonna drop in and get picked. Yeah, Malusi's holding that down. Now that's Diffuser and our hard breach instantly killed. Another first pick goes out. 2v5 with roughly 2 minutes left. So this game does not look good at all. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to just screw droning and just try to make a play. See if it actually lets me go in. Sounds like I hear a guy main stairs. Yeah, I believe I hear him somewhere in this area. Not shooting the cam because it is not on me. Go ahead and call one more time and I'm just going to walk. I know there's a Malusi here. Impact EMP it. I believe he's behind the desk. Try and get rid of this Malusi quick. Get the cam as well. Okay, so don't ever rotate. It's unfortunate for me. Yeah, and there it is. There's the perfect cross that I was afraid of. And there is going to be the first legit loss playing Champion Charms. Which, I mean, Champion 10s, whatever. Lobbies are finally getting harder though, so hopefully that means my teammates get better. Unfortunately, in this game, that was not the case by any means. Yeah, so we go 5-4. That's going to bring the KD down to a 2.9. Win-loss gets cut in half, of course. Yeah, I'm not sure. Definitely a very rough game for me and just viewing experience as a whole. Hopefully the next one is better though. All right, so here we are, map number 2. Gonna go ahead and ban... Honestly, not too sure. I think Coastline's a very attacker-sided map, so I do not want to ban that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and ban Emerald Plains for the sake of not banning Coastline. We get Oregon anyways. So talking about the last map right there. See, as someone that wants to put out good content, that just feels like terrible to post that game, because I mean literally nothing happened. Like first round was a disaster when I was castle. Second round I wanted to impact trick. Here, let me focus on Barricade first. The second round I think we went gym actually, and that was a decent round. I did have to spend half that round setting up site. I killed the planner though. Had some good key pointers about the repositioning and all that. Don't want to get droned and stay there, you know, but that's just basic stuff. In the third round, I just wanted to impact trick. Unfortunately, nobody went for hatch except my entire team was playing third floor. And then, I mean, other than that, it was just everybody was quickly getting picked off the map instantly. So hopefully, you know, games like that in the future, they definitely will happen. But I'm honestly not even sure how to go about those types of games because, like I said, I'm not going to not include a game in a video because I lost. I'm going to be posting the whole series, the whole journey. Whether I go 0-8, 8-0, winning, losing, doesn't matter. I'm going to just try and put it out regardless for the educational sake. But when games are like that and they're just definitely not entertaining by any means, it is rough. But hopefully, you know, something was able to be taken away from that game. I'm going to run Claymores for a flank. They do have a cav. Unfortunately, I do not have Deimos unlocked, or else I would try to make some type of play with Deimos. I'm going to make sure I spawn on the street side of the map, and I think these guys are going to be putting head holes in attic. Not entirely sure. They could double reinforce it. But for now, I'm just going to put up a lobby flank cam. Go ahead and make sure I don't get spawn peeked here. Sprint out to the van. Clear up top. Clear garage. Could still be a guy prone. No prone slits. Doorways closed. So many spawn peaks to clear out. But for right now, I think we're good. We can go ahead and shoot the construction cam from here as well. It made it seem like, I mean, looking at their op comp, it looks like they do have a great setup for a rush plant. They do have head holes. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to melee this, shoot this open as well. Teammates are going in. Now I probably should be rappelling in right here. I guess that kind of defeats the purpose of that. Check the head holes. I don't think I hear a guy main stairs. I do, and there's Rook. Or sorry, not Rook, there's Castle. I'm gonna sneak a Claymore here. I'm gonna try and place 2 actually, so if 1 gets destroyed. I hear Cav shotgun, or maybe pulse shotgun. I'm gonna forget about being scared, I'm just gonna walk. I believe sight is free. That is a Fenrir. Door gets closed off. Okay, so it is a pulse below. There's Cav. Holy jump scare. See where this guy came from. Oh, he's just chilling in sight. Plant does get down, which is awesome. Cav gets insta-traded. No flank cams, unfortunately. This guy does push up main. I believe he might hit one of my claymores, but teammates are rolling off the flanks. So here we go. That first game was not looking good. This game, despite any mechanical skill, these guys are playing with intent to win. So hopefully this game is 10 times better than the last one. I did get my pick. Probably could have killed Cav if I was just more ready for a gunfight there. I think I try to preach to always be ready for a gunfight. Looks like this guy's in a meeting. Yeah, so that guy's not even going to really try to win. I think he's just going for his picks through the floor. Teammates were standing on hard floor. Other guy was standing outside, actually. So very good on my teammates there. Shout out to them. It is, I don't know if I checked the scoreboard, but we got coppers. And they have some silver, gold, plat. Do have one copper. In this part of the season, I really don't think the ranks matter too much. You know, this guy, there's a chance this guy's plat 5 only because he's played 100 games. So you can't really, you kind of got to take ranks like this with a grain of salt. I'm going to go ahead and do the Amaru play that I like to do all the time for this top site. However, we did beat them, or sorry, for the basement site. However, we did beat them on the top site, so there's a chance they run it back. Teammate's going to take his drone in basement, or maybe not. Either way, I'm not hearing anything at all. I'm going to go ahead and look at my teammate's cam because he is taken up top. Already got mute jammers up there, so yeah. They have another Cav, another Pulse, which is, I think them having, you know, very threatening roam outs like they do while being a solo queuer is absolutely terrifying because you don't have anybody to roam clear with you. You don't have anybody to give you a call out if they're flanking. I'm going to go ahead and switch off. I don't know who to go. I guess I'm going to go Twitch. I know they have a mute, but I believe I have some type of drone route to avoid all the mute jammers. That sun is so bright. I don't want to get spawn peeked. Reverse friendly fire just got activated, so I guess somebody is downed. Yeah, definitely not out of the troll lobby stage yet, because there was some reverse friendly fire active last round, or last game. Operator below on me, and this game once again. So instantly got the 2 cams that are in our way. I could have ran the Ash. Oh, actually, no, I couldn't have. It's banned, or it's picked by my teammates already. Not entirely sure where this mute jammer is. Oh, okay. There should be one on this drone hole, so I don't want to go in there. I'm just going to leave my drone here for now. Or, sorry, we got it safe first. So I'm going to leave my drone there. Teammates seem to be going for some sort of roam clear, or maybe he's just walking into a nade from below. So I'm actually going to try to catch up with him and double up, play a trade. Do hear somebody right above my hatch. I'm trying to get out of here as fast as I can to avoid getting interrogated. The Pulse is dead already, which is awesome. Go ahead and throw another cam here. I think I have my flank cam. I do. I'm going to go ahead and throw another one just to really add some security. I think I hear somebody in master bedroom. I'm also going to get out of there so I'm not just playing on top of the staircase. There's a guy right here. I'm going to try and ping him for my teammate. Fix my teammate. Unsuccessful wall bang. I believe he threw a nitro on the door or on the wall. Yeah, so there is a nitro somewhere near me. Ends up blowing it. He's now the last guy alive. There he is. So, right there, I was just kind of waiting a bit. I know my teammates had sight. However, I don't want to, just rush to catch up to them. I wasn't sure if while I was getting off cams, he ran through his own rotate back into master and did like a loop. I wasn't sure if he was sitting on my door exactly, just waiting for me with a shotgun, like, point blank on the door frame. I think we ban mute here. Just to run the Flores, destroy the util and bunker. See what they ban. Ban Ash, okay. So, yeah, in the last place he could have rotated, obviously, back to the site, through trophy, where my teammates would have got the pick, or maybe it was a 2v1, but I was also worried about him being tucked hard right underneath the default cam. So I just kind of played it slow. I waited. I got my ping, which was awesome, and then I kind of just knew where he was from there. I am going to go Flores. I know I did mention the Amaru play for basement, but these guys are bringing Grim, hard breaches, the Capitao, everything. All right, so what's making this game 10 times easier than the last one is that my teammates are bringing ops. I think they actually went up top again with the same pulse, actually same cav. Oh, there goes cav. She did come up from freezer though, so what? So they did go back up top.
5 seconds to go.
I'm gonna run knock and just try to sneak in below and roam clear this pulse. But like I was saying, what's making this game 10 times easier is that my teammates are bringing ops for the execution, bringing ops based off of their util, which can just allow me to kind of do my own thing. I don't really have to play a hard breach. I don't really have to get all the kills either. And thankfully, I don't have to do all at the same time. So pulse is right here. I'm going to try and get my teammate to be aware of that. Seems like he's going to run out on my teammate, actually. Nice. So there we go. Teammate picks the pulse right off the bat. Looks like there's going to be an interrogation. Yeah. Thankfully, we have a Finka to avoid that. If I can't wallbang that... So one's off site, which means we have a 2v4 on the site. Vigil is in attic. And I think that with that... Okay, that's cab dead. Vigil being in attic, I might honestly just hop in. My drone did get shot. That's going to get flamed off. I'm going to nade over the top. Nade top white as well. I think what I'm actually going to do... My teammate is white. I'm going to just play this window rappel. See if I can't catch this guy going attic door. Don't have any head holes. Definitely hear someone on the right. Oh, I just saw his gun barrel. Hit Malusi. Alright, so I think I'm just going to enter big window. I don't want to be stuck baiting. So, it is droning. Here we got taking the window rappel. There's Vigil. Here, walk up to my left. Should be one shot. There it is. He just ended up tucking left. But yeah, right there, everybody was just kind of stalling out outside. Malusi, I probably should have naded the Malusi, you know, instead of just throwing nades over the top. But my teammates were going in. I just tried to make the enemies. Common spot to sit from that big window hop in is right in front of that bunk if they have no one trophy, which we did not. So I figured a guy was just going to be sitting there. So I threw him over the top. Also try and catch them walking out the door or just anywhere in that site. But that Malusi did kind of mess with us a good bit. I should have killed Malusi off the window rappel. But I guess that the angle was just too tight. She just walked through. Gonna go ahead and start off up top. I did run a Rooney last time we were on this site in this series. I think now, though, I'm going to go ahead and run the... I'm going to run the Thunderbird. I have the shotgun, the barbed wire. Like I said, I think Thunderbird is really underrated right now. You know, it is, I guess, a DMR meta, but if you don't really care about that, you have an assault rifle on defense, which is awesome. You have a pocket shotgun for all the rotates feet holes. You have healing stations that no longer heal enemies, get your teammates to max HP over time. You know, they don't just give you a static 20. And on top of that, you got the barbed wire, which is awesome util. So I'm going to start running Thunderbird a lot more. I was running Thunderbird towards the end of last season or the season before. I don't remember. Could have been the beginning of last season, actually. But regardless, definitely going to start running Thunderbird a lot more. Definitely a good op right now. You know, especially no one's running Doc anymore. So all the heals are going down. Not really saying that anybody was playing Doc for the heals in the first place. But Thunderbird, doesn't matter where you are on the map, doesn't matter if you get first pick, you still have your teammates supplied with heals for hopefully the entire round.
10 seconds.
Yeah, I do want to try and make all these rotates.
5 seconds.
I'm actually going to go ahead and shoot the glass here so they can't sneak any rappels up and get picks on us like I was trying to do last round. Chanka is finishing my rotate, thankfully. Don't want to shoot my teammate or the barricade open. Just getting flashbacks of the Amaro that flew in that window, especially with the line scan. Oh, that might have been an Amaro. Definitely some sort of LMG that either IQ has or Amaro. I guess I already got white open. The white stairs castle. I do not like these head holes at all, but it is too late to reinforce them. I think the main reason for it is because you can't play safely in attic. Also, if they have an Ash, they can go ahead and Ash charge us open, and now they have a direct line into attic, which takes them into sight. Speaking of Ash. There's Amaru, dead. Now, I was standing on my own healing station as that happened, so that's big. Okay, this is still castle. Oh, there's a guy on the rappel. That's scary.
You're in the building right here.
I'm gonna go ahead and try to place another healing station for my Tachanka. He is 1 HP. Sounds like they're now pushing over towards big window. He might have placed a breaching charge. Or he placed a thermite down. Should be the last guy right here. I'm gonna go ahead and hold an angle on this left side. I'm actually gonna stand. He might have dropped off. I don't want to get collided, so I'll leave that up to Castle. I think he did drop off though, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop and flank white stairs. Definitely hear him running around somewhere outside. He might have just rappelled up to the game's window. I'm gonna go ahead and bank on that. Let's see. Yeah, so he's there. Unfortunately, I miss. Hopefully, these guys can pull off a 3v1 in 25 seconds. He just rappelled back up to big window, I believe. We have no one watching that, so hopefully he turns around.
15 seconds.
I'm 15 seconds now. Shooting from big window.
Time expires in 10 seconds.
I do have diffuser and attic as well. I guess Amaru had that. I did not realize that at all.
5 seconds left.
Let's see. Hops in now. Teammate's gonna get the kill.
Friendly's victorious.
So definitely a lot better of a second game than first. If I would have killed that thermite, would have been cool. Would have been a nice 5-1 game. KD would have been saved a little bit. However, since it's a 2.0, that is gonna bring it down more. 3.5 win-loss, 2.8 KD though, made it to bronze 3. But just a little recap on the day. We are now sitting at a 3.5 with a 2.8. That is updated. I know I did just check it. Yeah, first game, not so fun. Teammates aren't setting up site. So I'm kind of stuck setting up site. I'm not able to roam or to effectively contest early spots. Or to contest key spots early on, I should say. I wasn't able to sit in blue and realize they were even hacking my Malusis as Brava because I had to set up all of church. Thankfully, my teammates did get hatches, but since then, they were just playing top floor and not having really any impact on the round. I mean, if you guys solo queue, which if you are watching this series, I imagine you guys have gone through it tons of times where nobody just sets up. And I mean, that's just the unfortunate reality of solo queuing. You know, not every game is, I guess I shouldn't even say not every game, but there's a good chance that most games are going to be played in that fashion. But other than that, the Oregon game was pretty good. Not too eventful on my end. I only got 4 kills. If I would have killed Thermite, would have been great. But that was just definitely just overpeaked that guy. Did not have to go for that. But that's gonna be it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.